YouTube is an intellectual wasteland. It's the perfect Dunning-Kruger environment. It's for people who don't read books and don't know what books are. The hundreds of millions of YouTubers who love Mr. Beast, the top YouTuber, have never read a book in their life, and would hold it upside down if ever presented with one. YouTube is the way it is because billions of stupid people watch it, and practically zero smart people. YouTube is overrun with malignant narcissist influencers in desperate pursuit of attention, for which they will say and do anything. The vast majority of these narcissists endlessly discuss each other, and this keeps the masses richly entertained. The vacuum is alive. Here's how to waste your entire life. Play loads of video games and watch loads of videos by influencers, aka deadheads, and spend the rest of your time scrolling. What a life! Nietzsche called it the life of the last man. The last man is well and truly here. Nietzsche said, "Alas, there cometh the time of the most contemptible man who can no longer despise himself. Behold, I show you the last man." These people are all over YouTube. There are a few influencers who do not talk about other influencers. That's because they are so narcissistic that they only want to talk about themselves. They pose as fixers, healers, rescuers, philanthropists, moralists, gurus, ascended masters, saviors and messiahs. Their content is obsessively religious and spiritual. They cultivate a very strange, otherworldly appearance, usually of a non-binary kind. They say they don't identify as human. They present themselves as victims of the made-up condition of religious trauma syndrome, so that they can trauma bond with other people suffering from invented illnesses, of which there is an ever-growing list. I'll probably invent a new one tomorrow. Religious trauma syndrome is actually parent trauma syndrome. The sufferers were abused by their parents but are too afraid to confront that fact, so instead blame religion as an act of blatant displacement. Hilariously, many RTS sufferers do nothing but obsessively bang on about religion and present themselves in religious terms. Jesus H. Christ. Academics don't go on YouTube. They have serious things to be getting on with. And they don't want to be trolled by apes. So, YouTube becomes more and more of a zoo, mental asylum, and circus. Every freak and weirdo shows up for the latest performance of the freak show. Just say no to normal, and they all sink deeper and deeper into the mud and excrement. Welcome to YouTube. Send me a super chat. You know you want to. Like, share and subscribe. Worship me. That's the speech that all YouTubers make. Aren't you sick of yet? Obviously not. Go and buy my merch. Have you seen my new show, paid for by Amazon in a blockbuster $100 million deal? Buy my chocolate bars. But my burgers. Buy my new clothes range with t-shirts emblazoned with the R word. I'm not allowed to say what the R word is because then I'll be immediately demonetized, cancelled and deplatformed. Remember what Colonel Kurtz said? We train young men to drop fire on people, but their commanders won't allow them to write F word on their airplanes because it's obscene. Kurtz obviously didn't say F word. He said the actual word, which you're not allowed to say in a world of free speech where some bizarre nation, home of YouTube, claims that free speech is constitutionally protected. Ho, ho, ho. Do people actually believe that? Suckers. YouTube trains you to watch drivel, but takes a 35% cut of all that drivel, including all those super chats you love to send to your influencer idols to show them how much you love them. And YouTube laughs all the way to the bank. Its business model is based on your unhealthy obsession with your favorite influencer. YouTube is turning you into R words, but you will never know what the R word is because no one is allowed to say. Eventually, as in a Borges story, no one will have any clue what R word once referred to. You know what Baudrillard said? Such would be the successive phases of the image. It is the reflection of a profound reality. It masks and denatures a profound reality. It masks the absence of a profound reality. It has no relation to any reality whatsoever. It is its own pure simulacrum. Welcome to malignant narcissism. The absence of any reality, pure fantasy. George Orwell wrote, "The level of popular education is declining. What opinions the masses hold, or do not hold, is looked on as a matter of indifference. They can be granted intellectual liberty because they have no intellect. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to never having to be troubled by intellectualism ever again. Phew.